Matthew 12:25, every kingdom divided against itself is laid waste, and no city or house divided against itself will stand. No house divided against itself will stand. We are a country divided against itself. And I believe there are parts of our culture, certain leaders, if that's what you want to call them, they are leaders who hate our country and is trying to destroy it. Well, again, there's something in our culture brewing about these voter ID. I've been talking about it before. This is a very obvious way in which people think many, including African Americans, especially blacks, are too stupid to get voter IDs. And those people are the Democrats. Just the way it is. This will not go away. This will stay in the news. Hopefully it doesn't go away. Well, you have a commentator by the name of Stephen Smith, who seems to be somewhat rational on this issue. And he's talking to someone who educates him on the lunacy that the Democratic Party, specifically in California, the lengths they will go to keep voter ID not part of the political system. Here it is.
I think the fact that we don't have voter ID in places like California is extremely unusual in democracies across the globe. There's maybe like 2 or 3 democracies in the world that don't have it. This is just kind of like a standard administrative requirement in a well-functioning democracy. So I think we should just have it. We should get this over. We should move on with our lives. It shouldn't be a big controversial issue.
Excuse me for being so ignorant, asking last question. This is definitely my last question. What do you mean you don't have voter ID in California? Could you please elaborate specifically on that for my audience that may not know?
Yeah, California does not have voter ID. You don't need to present it to register. You don't need to present it to vote. As a matter of fact, the state passed a law forbidding voter ID. So cities, counties, if they want
forbidding
ID, they're not allowed to under state law.
What? When did that happen?
A couple years ago, because I think it was Orange County, they wanted to have their own requirements, so the state passed a law saying, nope, you're not allowed to. Voter ID is not only not required, it is actively forbidden.
Well, that's right there. That's why the SAVE Act been proposed.